We're going to be talking about effective listening. Um, do I think I'm the best listener I can be? I do not think so because there are times when if I know certain people or I'm close with them or have a certain relationship with them, I tend to butt in my own opinion. I won't let them finish what they're trying to say, and this doesn't allow me to see both sides of the story or pick up on certain facts that they're trying to say or even let them finish at times. And I think that really affects me when I'm around them and I don't really pick up on anything specifically that they're trying to say. But when I do listen to peers or athletic coaches or anything under those circumstances, I do give my full fledged attention. But I do not ask questions until the very end or anything like that. And I won't ever butt in, which I think is helpful for me though when I am talking to my peers. And I think the first part of what I said is what's in the way of me being an effective listener. I think for me, I need to not think about the relationship I have with them. I just need to try to understand what they're saying first, then ask so I can see both sides of what they're saying and try to understand where they're coming from and then put my opinion in so I would be able to understand everything else. There are a lot of benefits from being an effective listener. Being an effective listener allows you to understand where they're coming from, it allows you to hear certain things and why they're saying them and what it means to them so then you can put in your opinion and try to understand both sides and then you guys can maybe pick up on a common thing that you guys think is true or maybe you disagree and you can talk it out after. But I think for being an effective listener, it would really help because you can learn stuff. Like being able to listen to their full side, you could be able to pick up on key facts and benefit from that. Uh, Enculturation does play a role in my effective listening because, like the first thing I said, I kind of grew up to where my family is like that. If you know somebody really well, they're not the best at being an effective listener. They tend to butt in a lot. They say their own opinions, and it doesn't really matter what they're saying. They just believe what we think. And I think that's why I'm like that around certain people who I've like close relationships with, and it has affected my listening. Um, how effective is a listener? I think I'm a decent effective listener. I think that there's a lot of things that I can fix, but since I was little, I grew up around my family, which I just talked about. That we tend to see our opinions as the only thing that matters in certain relationships with people, and I think that that has affected me a lot because to this day I'm the same way. If I'm close with somebody, I tend to only think what I think is true, and it throughout the conversation I'm having, it really I don't see what they're trying to say and the things that I should be picking up on to communicate with them well. I don't wait to the end. I just butt in, and it really affects how I listen to them. And that's my effective listening.